Serving southern New Mexico, this is the award-winning KRWG-TV News 22, where news matters.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Anaya Gonzalez.
And I'm Victor Fierro. President Joe Biden says he's open to helping New Mexicans sickened by exposure to radiation during nuclear weapons testing.
The president brought up the issue today in Belen. Last October, News 22 brought you the story of the downwinders, people who lived in the Tularosa Basin, which was covered by radioactive fallout during nuclear bomb testing. Because of that, generations of people in the area have suffered from cancer. President Biden says those families did not get the help they deserved and wants to help. Last month, the U.S. Senate voted to expand compensation to include the downwinders.
Americans are looking forward to new job opportunities today. The White House unveiled a new climate job training program that could create 20,000 jobs. The American Climate Corps will employ people for projects like restoring land, improving resilience to natural disasters, and clean energy. Its goals go beyond the climate crisis and is designed to attract participants from disadvantaged communities impacted by the changing climate. The American Climate Corps has been in the works for a while and was promised by President Biden during her first week as president. And it was a beautiful day in the morning, but in the afternoon it got hot.
Definitely. Abigail is next with a first look at weather.
Well, taking a look at our current conditions, the skies are partly sunny and the temperature is at 88 degrees. The winds are going southwest at 8 miles per hour and humidity is at 14%. Looking at the dew point, it is at 35%. The barometer is at 30.02 inches. Now looking at today's high, it was at 90 degrees and the average was at 87 degrees with a low of 63. Taking a look at the record high in 2016, we had a high of 95 degrees and a record low in 1971 of 42 degrees. Now looking at the precipitation today, 0 inches, but that might change later today, leaving this year's precipitation at 4.73 inches. Now back to the desk for more news.
A good cheeseburger brings a smile to many people, and that's exactly what a local restaurant has been doing for more than 90 years in Las Cruces. Recently, their doors closed for the last time. News 22's Mark Baugh brings us a day in the life of this local eatery.
$13.98, please.
Burgers, fries, and burritos have been making people's days since 1932. Thousands of burgers have been served. Now, the flavors are a memory.
When I went to school at Central, when I was in grade school, we used to sneak out and cross the ditch to get our hamburgers.
I'm sad, but I'm glad I got to be able to come before they closed. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona, but I was born and raised here in Las Cruces, New Mexico.
She's from here, she don't get no chili.
The burger options at Days were endless. A 1, 2, or 3, yes, 3 patties. A single patty cheeseburger is quite large, but back in the day,
They were little tiny hamburgers like this. My dad would bring bags for us. It was our treat.
the 4th generation owner of Days, Denny Ray Evans, says there are multiple reasons for closing, but hiring new help has become challenging.
I've had some that I've had with me for years, but you know, we can't be here all the time every day. Of course, we all got our own lives, you know.
While customers are saddened by the closure, for Denny, it means a new lifestyle after 22 years of nonstop days.
Need a break, a little hiatus or something, you know, just to kind of reset, feeling a little burned out, you know, with constant shifting, employee changing, and, you know.
We came from Phoenix just to try this.
While serving up smiles, she has formed bonds with customers that will last forever.
Know what they wanted right away. I'd see their face and be like, oh, you know, double great day with cheese, no onions, I got you, you know.
Denny has dedicated a lot of time and effort into making Days a downtown staple for Las Cruces. And although the sun has set on Days, she believes there could be more on the horizon.
I hope for me that, you know, I will find maybe the love for it again and come back into it with my own building.
People return to Las Cruces from far and wide to taste the juicy goodness one last time. And while it was bittersweet, every day
Well, we might pop up in a food truck down the road, but
has to come to an end. Mark Baugh,
It's like a spaghetti to her.
News 22.
The Biden administration is canceling nearly $37 million of federal student loan debt. This round is for more than 1,200 people who attended the University of Phoenix. The Department of Education found that the for-profit school misled students about job prospects. The administration also canceled the debt of more than 2,300 borrowers who attended the for-profit Ashford University in California. The Biden administration has canceled more than $117 billion of federal student loan debt since 2021.
Stay tuned. Abigail will be back with your national forecast.
For season 10 in the Americas, a safe haven for baby whales and their moms, a sanctuary for jaguars, colossal volcanic explosions and slick rock mazes, the dying, living inland sea of California, the ancient ones of the Southwest. In Spain, Columbus comes to life along with his critics. Cortez brings Europe to Mexico. All of this, season 10 of In the Americas with David.
Season 5 of Tell Me More is filled with intimate conversations that prove that our lives defy reduction.
I would hitchhike across the country. So to do that, I decided to learn guitar.
Life without stage is not a life for me. I want you to come on my tour. Forget that adjective homeless. This is a person.
If the character is just leaving spaces for you to walk into and understand, it's magical.
Thursday at 11:30 p.m. on KRWG Public Media.
Ultra-processed foods like frozen pizza, French fries, and cookies could be linked to depression in women. A new study examined the diets of nearly 32,000 middle-aged women. The researchers found ultra-processed foods and drinks were made with the artificial sweeteners and had an increased risk of depression. The study indicated a possibility those with chronic depression can worsen their condition through a poor diet. I know I'm looking forward to a nice, pretty night tonight here in Las Cruces.
I am too. What can you tell us more about? Can you tell us more about those country temperatures, Abby?
Sure. Well, taking a look at our national forecast tonight, it looks like a pretty cool one for everyone across the board. If you look, it's around the 50 degrees, and here in the south, 69 degrees here in El Paso. If we take a look at our next map, we're going to zoom into Las Cruces, where it looks like it might rain. We might have a slight chance of rain. I was outside earlier and it was raining a little bit. We don't know. I don't know. Maybe that might increase. And taking a look at my next map, in the southeast towards Florida, there is a storm forming. Whether that be a subtropical storm, it's still not determined yet. But even if it does not turn into a subtropical storm, it will create rains to the northeast as well, up to New York. So all the eastern part of the United States should be expecting some rain this weekend. Now looking at my next map, for tomorrow's forecast, does look pretty cool out there. 77 degrees, 82 degrees, and over here in El Paso, still 92 degrees. Now, I will be back with your local forecast.
Series of Quilting Arts TV, we're joined by so many talented, artistic friends who inspire us with their creativity. We'll explore the intersection of technology and art, introducing laser cutting into our work. And we'll navigate some more traditional media, from dyes and resists to the unique forms of stitching that elevate our work. Join us to make room for contemporary quilting every day.
Tuesday at 2 on KRWG Public Media.
Having aired in the U.S. and internationally for over 3 decades, Wailana Yoga helped pioneer the modern-day yoga movement. With her clear and authentic instruction set against spectacular scenic backdrops and uplifting music, Wailana makes yoga easily accessible and enjoyable for people of all backgrounds and experience levels.
Sunday morning at 6:30 on KRWG Public Media.
Welcome back. Let's take a look at our local forecast. Now in Farmington, 74 degrees. Santa Fe is at 69 degrees, and Socorro and Clovis around 80, 85 degrees. Reynosa is at 75 degrees. Roswell at 90, 88 here in the land of Las Cruces, and Deming at 85 degrees. Now taking a look at tomorrow's temperature, Farmington at 82, Santa Fe and Gallup around 76, 78 degrees, Albuquerque at 83, Ruidoso at 74 degrees, Roswell pretty hot, 93 degrees. Here in Las Cruces pretty cool at 87 degrees, and Deming at 88 degrees. Now looking at Alamogordo tonight, there will be a low of 58 degrees, partly cloudy skies, and tomorrow a high of 84 with the chance of rain. And at Truth or Consequences tonight, low of 59, also partly cloudy skies, and tomorrow a high of 88 with sunny skies. In Silver City tonight, there will be a low of 55, partly cloudy skies as well. Tomorrow a high of 80 and sunny skies. And taking a look at Las Cruces here, a low today of 63 degrees and partly cloudy skies, and tomorrow a high of 87 degrees with partly cloudy, mostly sunny skies. And that's it. Let's go back to the desk for more news.
The NFL is back in action, and to celebrate, the Amador Bar sponsor offered a competition of skilled mixologists. Bartenders with a competitive spirit and a lot of skill fought for a prize using liquor from local breweries and distilleries. The creativity and artistry was used to make drinks that not only looked good, but tasted good. Take Ian Ba came all the way from Albuquerque for the contest.
This last round I made a really sexy like Thai tea Ramos gin fizz, and then I also did like a nice little like a tiki inspired drink. So I did tiki bitters, grilled pineapple syrup, banana, passion fruit, lime, tequila. I feel like that's all going to marry really well.
Each contestant was representing their own employer, whether it was a restaurant or bar, primarily to win the $30,000 prize, but also to have fun. And Carpio Griego is next with sports.
Thanks a lot, Victor. Now coming up in sports today, we got our women's volleyball team. They're making their first Conference USA appearance, folks. So turn the volume up, put the remote down. News 22 Sports is next.
Got your baseball bat pin here? I do. Well, that's not for the dough, that's for you.
It's a whole new ball game as Bridget, Julia, and the rest of the gang cook up great new recipes with new gadgets, equipment, and ingredients. Join us for a whole new season of America's Test Kitchen.
Saturday at 4 p.m. on KRWG-Public Media.
Get plugged into what's coming down the road. Whether you're ready for a new ride or need your drive expert advice, turn to Motor Week every week with me, John Davis.
Saturday morning at 11:30 on KRWG Public Media.
Ask This Old House is back on the road to answer questions about your house.
1, 2, 3.
Watch a brand new season of Ask This Old House.
Saturday at 1:30 p.m. on KRWG Public Media.
This is KRWG-TV News 22 Sports.
Welcome back. Great night. It's a great night tonight. I'm Carpio Griego. Let's talk about some sports, all right? So after a bounce-back 4-3 win in their conference opener, the NMSU Aggies are now headed across I-10. They're going to go to El Paso. So in a defensive first half, the only ball that ended up scoring was a 15-minute goal by Gia Valenti, off an assist by Loma McNeese. But the second half, the fireworks started. Loma McNeese ended her scoring drought before LA Tech scored back-to-back goals. But then, Ariana Lehman's goal gave the Aggies some breathing room with her first career goal before Sheila Razul shut the door on them with her 85th minute goal despite a late penalty kick by LA Tech. Yeah, the Aggies move on to play in El Paso tomorrow night as they take on the Miners at 7 p.m. And mark your calendars for tomorrow night because the Aggies volleyball team is making their debut in Conference USA at the Pan American. Now, after an average showing at the Wildcat Classic in Tucson and preseason tournament play, the Aggies start their journey in Conference USA, and what better place than at home? There's really no place like it after all. The game starts at 6, but don't worry if you can't leave the house or your boss is keeping you late because ESPN Plus has all the live coverage you need. So that's all for sports tonight. Join us for more sports action tomorrow. And still hit on News 22. Abigail's going to be back with your 5-day forecast. But first, we got a lemur tease for you, and it's not King Julian. More on that when News 22 comes back.
Continue the celebration of 10 years of sewing with It's So Easy and Series 2000. Even after 10 years, there's always something new to learn. This season features a wardrobe of athletic or everyday wear. Join our leading lineup of sewing experts featuring Angela Wolf as we celebrate 10 years of sewing with It's So Easy.
Tuesday at 2:30 on KRWG Public Media.
Jay Schwanke's Life in Bloom is back with an all-new season on public television. Live a flower lifestyle and enhance your well-being. We'll learn flower meanings, discover foraging fun, visit an herb farm, find tranquility in a Japanese garden, and we'll share viewer arrangements too. Live the flower life every week on this public television station.
Saturday at 2 p.m. on KRWG Public Media.
This has got to be a first for these Missouri police officers, a lemur chase. The Springfield Police Department got a call Tuesday after an escaped lemur. While they were able to find the little primate, capturing him was another story. One officer eventually managed to catch up to him, while another officer radioed back to dispatch, "We've got the lemur." A Facebook page determined the lemur escaped from a family home. The owner opted to turn the lemur over to a wildlife rescue organization where it will be placed in either a zoo or wildlife sanctuary. And Abby is next with a look at your 5-day forecast.
Taking a look at your 5-day tomorrow, partly sunny skies, high of 87 and low 64. And for the rest of your weekend, sunny skies, highs in the 90s and lows of 60s. Now let's go back to the desk.
All for News 22 Wednesday. Thank you everyone for joining us tonight. Tune in tomorrow night for more news. I'm Victor Fierro.
And I'm Anai Gonzalez. And from the whole News 22 team, Victor, Abigail, Carpio, and myself, good night.
This news brief in Español is brought to you by Noticias 22, Spanish language news for southern New Mexico and West Texas. Noticias 22.
Buenas tardes, mi nombre es Andrea Vázquez y muchas gracias por continuar en Noticias 22. El presidente Joe Biden dice que está abierto a ayudar a los residentes de Nuevo México que han presentado una enfermedad debido a la exposición a la radiación durante las pruebas de armas nucleares. Este tema fue abordado hoy en Belén. En octubre del año pasado les presentamos la historia de los downwinders, personas que viven en la cuenca de Tula Rosa que fue cubierta por la lluvia radioactiva durante las pruebas de la bomba nuclear. Debido a ello, generaciones de personas de la zona han padecido cáncer. El presidente desea ayudar a que estas familias reciban la ayuda que merecen. El mes pasado, el Senado de Estados Unidos votó a favor de ampliar las indemnizaciones para incluir a los afectados por la lluvia radioactiva. Estados, ciudades y tribus tienen oportunidad de conseguir subsidios climáticos desde $500 millones. Eso fue todo por hoy. Muchas gracias. Que pasen buenas noches.